Greetings, one and all, and welcome. Sorry. Greetings, one and all. Agent Linton here to give you a new review. The first in a new series that I'm going to be calling AVP Alien vs. Predator, which I will be recovering all the Alien movies and all the Predator movies leading up to the penultimate movie, Alien vs. Predator. Let's waste no time, but let's get started with the movie that started it all, Alien, directed by Ridley Scott, starring Sigourney Weaver, made in 1979. What can I say about this movie that has not been said before? This movie is a sci-fi horror classic. Ridley Scott pulls no punches, he pulls out all the stops, and he delivers a thrill ride. And this movie, almost 40 years later, still holds up in my opinion. Still fun to watch, still great, still can get a scare out of you because it's so well made. The cast is superb, the directing is on point, the writing is good, the atmosphere is awesome, the effects hold up. It's hard to hate this movie. It really is hard to hate this movie. Unless you are unless you're a goddamn terrorist, then you're gonna hate this movie. Because no person with a fully functioning brain can hate a movie like Alien. Let's get some of the good points. Number one, Ridley Scott, the director. His use with the camera is amazing. He uses that slow paced, methodical look, especially the opening scene where you get like this tour of the ship, and it creates this environment of claustrophobia, which is what these characters go through when shit hits the fan. And even once, yeah, because they're basically stuck in a ship, and there's only so many things you can do and so many places you can go on a ship, especially when you have this 9 foot tall beast hunting you down and wanting to kill you. And Alien pulls it off expertly. Ridley Scott does a fantastic job. Point two, the special effects designed by H.R. Geiger. Amazing. Awesome. Fantastic. Can't say no more. The ship looks great. The creation of what outer space looks like looks perfect. LV-426, the planet where they find the alien embryo, where they find the alien, looks fantastic. The derelict ship that you see where the alien currently is looks creepy. Looks almost like a haunted house. And it's I would not want to go in that thing if it was real. I was like, no, go home to Earth. We're safe. I don't want to go there. Peace, yo. Anyway, of course, the designs of also like the face hugger design looks great. Still holds up, in my opinion. Still looks realistic to me. Chest burster. Chest burster. It still looks good, but you only see it for one scene. And if you're watching it and yeah, the chest burster still looks great. You see it for one scene, and it has like a quick movement where it runs. You can tell that it's being pulled, but it doesn't take away from you because like you don't even notice it because when you first see that alien pop out the guy's chest, you're like so stunned. You don't know how to even react because you knew that was like come out of nowhere. Then you got the actual design of the alien itself. And the design itself looks distinct, looks original, and to me is the definitive version of what an alien creature should look like or would look like if it was real. And why I hope that something like that is never going to be real because we're fucked if it is. Point three, the cast. Very small cast, but full of, you know, awesome actors. Yaphet Kotto, Veronica Cartwright, John Hurt, Tom Skerritt, Harry Dean Stanton, and of course Sigourney Weaver, and of course you got Ian Holm as Ash, the robot undercover as a human whose sole mission is to bring the alien to Earth and kill the crew if he has to because he's a scumbag. Because the company says be a scumbag, and he's like, sure thing. And that revelation of Ash as the cyborg is, kind of cool because like you weren't expecting it, but when it does happen, it's like, oh great, you got a fucking alien and a robot after you. I feel bad for you people. And of course, you got Sigourney Weaver as Ripley, the badass, the icon, the fucking alien killer. But in this movie, she's more like this hard ass, like by the books person. And at first, you don't like her. He's like, "What's such a hard ass for?" And then you got Dallas, the captain, who's like the guy who's the all American white meat good guy. And he's like, "I will never leave my crew behind. If I have to, I will break protocol. He must." And there are several occasions where he does break protocol just for the sake of his crew, because he will not abandon his crew. And on one hand, you respect the man for that. But on the other hand, you're like, at the same time, you doomed your own crew. So inevitably, this whole thing is your fault. And when you look at it, it pretty much is all Dallas's fault, because when you watch it, you're like, you should have left Kane to die, but because of the person you are, you risked it all to doom your crew, and of course, obviously, his whole crew was doomed once he brought Kane onto that ship with the face hooker attached to his face. And of course, the old, if you try to pull the face hugger, it just gets tighter and tighter and tighter. Its blood is acid, and it's used as a defense mechanism if you go to attack it. So it's like you're pretty much screwed for that thing. Face hugger, very dangerous. And also another thing, this movie's got three jump scares that I thought were well made, were well directed. And I am not a fan of jump scares. I hate jump scares. But if I see a jump scare that's actually good and not done as a cheap scare, and actually like you build up suspense for it and you don't see it coming. No, actually no, you do see it coming, but you don't know when it's going to happen. And just as you're about to give up on it, it just goes bam. Those are the jump scares that I actually like. This movie to me has three of those jump scares. I'm not going to tell you which ones they are, because I don't want to spoil it. But when you see the movie, you will know which three I'm talking about. But I'll give you a hint, though. I'll give you a small hint. Dinner scene, Dallas in a vent, Ripley in an escape pod at the end. Those are your three hints. Let that sink in. Now watch the fucking movie. So anyway, Alien to me gets an 8.5 out of 10. I like it a lot. I actually love it. When I was younger, I never really cared for it, but as I got older, I appreciated it more. Now it's one of my favorite sci-fi movies, though it's not my all-time favorite sci-fi movie. Actually, no, correction. This is not my all-time favorite Alien movie. Alien, that, my friends, is what's going to be coming up next. I don't know when, in a couple of days. I will talk about my favorite movie of the Alien franchise, because I think it balls out awesome. I think I'm not even going to say nothing no more. Just know that when I talk about this sequel, it's going to be a lot of fun, because I got a lot to say about that one, because I love it a lot. But anyway, first movie as a science fiction horror, 8.5 out of 10. It's great. Ridley Scott, amazing director, awesome in this movie. His visual style is fantastic. His cast is solid, on point. Everyone puts in a grade A performance. The effects are top notch for its time. To me, still hold up. Its conversion to Blu-ray looks spectacular. Yes, if you haven't seen it, what is wrong with you? Like I said, stop watching this video. Buy it, find it online, YouTube or whatever, and watch it. Because Alien deserves to be watched. I am AJ Legend. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you again next time.